It is a kind of love, is it not? How the cup holds the tea, how the chair stands sturdy and foursquare, how the floor receives the bottoms of shoes or toes, how soles of feet know where they're supposed to be. I have been thinking about the patience of ordinary things, how clothes wait respectfully in closets, and soap dries quietly in the dish, and towels. Towels drink the wet from the skin of the back, and the lovely repetition of the stairs. And what is more generous than a window? From The Patience of Ordinary Things by Pat Schneider. All thoughts and ideas are basically stories we tell ourselves. The adults among us may claim to be much more factual, reasonable, or circumspect, but even this is a story. I personally make no such claims, for I don't consider myself a well adjusted adult. It's not for me. We understand, relate to, and act on the world through our narratives. So, what kind of stories do you tell yourself about the world? Do you believe the story of nature being a faraway thing? Green, pretty, serene, the perfect location for your escapades? Or a beastly thing that has to be curtailed and confined to suit your demands and serve your whims? Something that must be preserved somewhere but not to be allowed to flourish inside your own compound, around your own housing society? Or do you believe that everything is nature? Everything is alive and flowing in communion with you? Would you choose to believe that being part of this universe, you have naturally been enabled to understand the language of all things? It's up to each one of us what story we choose to tell ourselves. I don't mean to discredit climate crisis or environmental destruction, but you must perceive our recurrent thinking pattern. As long as we fear nature or fear our own inadequacy in deciphering the eternal mystery, all our ecological endeavors will result in the desire for greater regulation, greater control, a greater sense of separation from non-human world, and greater ignorance about beings who share this planet with us. Besides, some mysteries aren't to be deciphered. They are simply to be lived, experienced, revered, and marveled at. We really must ask ourselves why nature needs to be protected from us. How did we lose that sense of friendship with creation, even as we learn to worship the Creator? A thicket in the backyard, a lizard on the wall, ants loitering under the windowsill, moss or weeds shooting forth through the concrete. Do you observe them? Do you talk to them? Or do you only feel threatened by them? What kind of stories do you tell yourself about your place in this universe? The Moment by Margaret Atwood. The moment when, after many years of hard work and a long voyage, you stand in the center of your room, house, half acre, square mile, island, country, knowing at last how you got there, and say, I own this. In the same moment, is the same moment when the trees unloose their soft arms from around you. The birds take back their language. The cliffs fissure and collapse. The air moves back from you like a wave, and you can't breathe. No, they whisper. You own nothing. You were a visitor, time after time, climbing the hill, planting the flag, proclaiming, "We never belonged to you. You never found us." It was always the other way around. So, I appeal to you, my friends, especially my adult friends, to switch your minds from security mode to curiosity mode. Try it every day, maybe for a few minutes at first. To quote Leo Tolstoy, "In the name of God, stop a moment, seize your work, look around you." Because the more you chase that abstract security, the more anxious you become, the more incapable of enjoying the present moment, and hence the more insecure. Most parents and teachers and governments and corporations, the status quo, will ask lesser things of you, actually. Why do you think so much? Why do you ask so many questions? Why don't you do as others do? Why are you so weird? Why are you so difficult? Why are you so stubborn? Why don't you have more ambition? Why do you have such silly ideas? Why do you use such expensive materials? Why can't you finish it faster? Why can't you do more? I ignore them. All of us know where that train is going. I don't want to get on that train. They seem to have forgotten why we came here, why we exist. Just to be. In Rumi's words, the soul is here for its own joy. Happy as something unimportant, and free as a thing unimportant. As something no one prizes, and which does not prize itself. As something mocked by all, and which mocks at their mockery. And as something mocked by all, and which mocks at their mockery. As laughter without serious reason. As a yell, able to out-yell itself. Happy as no matter what, as any no matter what. Happy as a dog's tail. By Anna Świerszczyńska. I would like to end my presentation with a song, an ode to the all-encompassing mystery. This is a poem written by Suryakant Khandekar. It's been set to music and vocalized by Pandit Hridaynath Mangeshkar in 1964. त्या फुलांच्या गंधकोशी सांग तू आहेस का त्या प्रकाशी तारकांच्या ओतिसी तू तेज का त्या नभांच्या नीलरंगी होनिया गीत का गात वायूच्या स्वराने सांग तू आहेस का त्या फुलांच्या गंधकोशी मानवाच्या अंतरीचा प्राण तू आहेस का वादळाच्या सागराचे घोरते तू रूप का जीवनी आवर्षणारा तू कृपेचा मेघ का आसमंती नाचणारी तू जीवनी संजीवनी तू, माऊलीचे दुग्धका, जीवनी संजीवनी तू, माऊलीचे दुग्धका. कष्टणाऱ्या बांधवांच्या रंगसीने त्रातका, मूर्त तू मानव्यकारे, बालकांचे हास्यका. या इथे अन त्या तिथे रे, सांग तू आहेस का. त्या फुलांच्या गंधकोशी, सांग तू आहेस का. त्या फुलांच्या गंधकोशी.